Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Tim Black. Hey look, let me talk to you for a minute real quick about voting. I know it's a lot of people out there who don't believe in voting. You think it's full of crap, you know. You look at politicians like all a bunch of liars, deceivers who will say whatever they need to say to try to get your vote. And usually I agree with you, usually. But this election, I took time and I looked at all the candidates. Every last one of them. And after looking over all of them and listening to what they had to say, I came away with one candidate. One candidate that I feel talks about the issues that concern black people. Issues that concern inner city folks, poor folks, people who don't have over $3 million in the bank, people who don't come from rich families. The only candidate that I found that did that spoke to us, was Bernie Sanders. And I know it may seem strange, right? It's like, it's hard to trust a candidate. I get it. But Bernie Sanders is the only candidate in the last debates that would even say the word black on stage. Bernie Sanders is the only candidate on stage who said he wanted to get rid of the death penalty. And you know why? He says because black people are executed at such a rate that he can't approve of it. Bernie Sanders is the only candidate who said, hey, we need to do something about police brutality. Only one. Bernie Sanders is the only candidate that said, hey, I need to legalize marijuana because black people are disproportionately being imprisoned for nonviolent drug offenses. Bernie Sanders. Only one. So like right now, people are spreading some stuff on the internet about how Bernie Sanders, he doesn't support reparations. And that's true, he doesn't. But neither has any other candidate in the last 25, 30 years. Neither does Hillary Clinton. Neither does Donald Trump. Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, none of them. So if all the candidates, if none of the candidates support reparations, now we got to look at something else, right? I'm looking at police brutality. I'm looking at drug laws, right? These are things that matter to me. Bernie Sanders is the only candidate talking about, let's give 2-year free education. I don't know about you, but that would be great, wouldn't it? I mean, even if we can get a 1-for-1, like you do a year, the government pay a year, you pay a year. Or a semester for a semester. Something. He's the only candidate talking that way. Look, I know you probably don't want to hear it, but I got to tell you, man. I got to tell you to vote Bernie Sanders. And the reason why I'm telling you is because even if we're wrong, right, what have we lost? Come on, man. There's some people out there, man, you buying expensive tennis shoes, designer clothes you don't need. You're overpaying for them. You're hooking your car up, making your car look fine. You got great sneakers on. You got on the Jordans. You're doing all these other things that don't give you any return in value. And you spend money doing it. But for Bernie Sanders, I'm not asking you to spend money. Just a little bit of your time. I'm asking you to walk into a booth and tap a screen. And look, after you vote for Bernie Sanders, then take the time to vote for everything else that's on that list. Everyone, everything, all your local politicians, your governors, your congress people, all of it, your judges, it matters. Look, if it don't matter to you, it matters to your kids. It matters to your parents who are getting older. It matters to your environment, your community, your schools. I know it's a tough sell. A lot of people don't want to hear it. But there's only one candidate that's talking about poverty, poor people. People who don't have parents to bail them out of trouble. People who can't afford to pay 30 grand a year to go to college. That candidate's name is Bernie Sanders. If I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be making this video, because I'm not getting paid to do this, man. I'm doing this right now. I'm talking to you because I believe it. So what if I'm wrong? What if you vote and it don't help? Nothing changes, right? But we tried. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I know everything, but I'm saying I know this. Bernie Sanders is the only candidate, based on what he's done for the last 30 years, who hasn't changed their tune just because it sounds cool to say. Only candidate that seems to care about you and I. So let's you and I vote Bernie Sanders. And while you at it, feel the burn.